Welcome to Brick House Bones lower body workout today. This is the partner workout to the upper body focused workout. So you can alternate these two, upper body one day, lower body the next day. This is a robust workout for the legs where you're going to feel some noodly legs at the end of this. We're doing 4 rounds together in the Brick House Bones fashion. We've got some balance components, strength components, and impact components for us today. And this is going to be for a more experienced exerciser that wants a little bit extra. However, you can watch this video, and if you feel comfortable doing modified versions and you want to do 1 round of this routine, that's a great place to start. If you're a veteran exerciser and you want to stay with me for all 4 rounds, well, bravo, let's do it together. So here's what you're going to need. I'm using a step-up box today. If you don't have one, you can see one listed below in my Amazon influencer storefront. And then I'm using some dumbbells. So I'm using a couple of reasonably heavy dumbbells for squats. I've got a reasonably heavy kettlebell for my deadlifts. You can also use dumbbell for your deadlifts. I've got the booty band for our side stepping exercise. Again, all of these are listed. If you need equipment, I've given you exactly what I bought at the same price. It's just listed in my store, so it's easy for you to find, and they send me a small commission. This helps support this free content that I'm making for you. All right, so if you're new here, I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm a physical therapist, and I'm an osteoporosis and cancer exercise specialist. And I create these videos to help empower people to be as strong and independent as we can be so that we can keep doing the things we love with the people we love, no matter what the circumstances. Okay, so let's get ready to warm up. Let's give a big reach up overhead and down. Exhale. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you reach down. Let's take and clasp the hands behind our back, press the knuckles to the floor, lift the chin. Wonderful. Let's step one leg back. Let's build a little heat in that front leg. Just holding that position with the arms overhead. Good. Step the feet together. Other leg steps back. We are doing squats, deadlifts, toe walking, monster walks, and step ups today. 4 rounds. Let's do a little lateral lunge, not too deep, just warming up. Remember to push that hip back. So we're doing a hip hinge as we lunge, keeping the heart lifting. Even though the shoulders drop down, the heart can stay up versus down. That's an open heart. That's a closed heart. We always want to stay open-hearted as we're bending. Great. Let's go up on the toes, the heels, toes, heels. Good. So we're just warming up upper and lower body to get ready. Even though this is entirely a lower body routine, we will be holding the weights with our arms. Good. Knee to chest. Good. And let's do a couple of butt kicks. Not trying to hold it. Nice and quick here. All right, and then let's do just a body weight squat. So I'm taking my feet a little bit wider than my hips. That's where they like to be when I squat. Tailbone down. Reaching for the floor. 3, we're going for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I was wondering if you could hear my hip clicking there. It's just kind of something I want to share, that our joints can be noisy sometimes. Clicks a little bit. It's not painful, never bothers me or holds me back. It's just a noise. I don't really pay attention to noises that aren't painful or restrictive in any way. It's what our body does. Okay, so I'm feeling warmed up. I don't know about you. I'm going to grab my dumbbells and get ready for round one, starting with squats. I like to have my weights up here in my shoulders. Gives me a little bit more load through my trunk. I have to really cue to keep my heart lifting up. I set my feet in my squat position, and I feel like I get more benefit here than here because of how it affects my spine. But you can choose to squat with the dumbbells at your side if that feels safer, if you don't have good control of your trunk, or if you want, you can set them on top of your shoulders. Keep that heart open and lifting as we go for 8. Dropping down. 1, 2, notice we're not rushing. 3, control. Keep the knees pushing out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. We're not rushing with these exercises. I'm doing isolated movements on purpose. I want you to choose the right weight for you in that movement to control it. I don't want you to try to do too many movements at once. We're really focusing on the legs, one quality movement at a time. Getting ready for deadlift. So I'm giving you 2 options. I'm doing a kickstand deadlift. So all my weight is on the right leg. My left leg is here as a kickstand. Again, we have that open heart. I'm reaching this hip backwards. My spine is straight. Press through the right foot up to standing. As I come down here, even though my knee is slightly soft, and I want that, I feel all of the load here. If you're feeling it in your knee and you feel like your hip is dropping down, then you're not quite doing it right. Sometimes this is hard for people. So the other version is with your feet side by side, reach those hips straight back. Weight comes down between your feet and back up. I want you to do the version that feels best for you to control your weight. I want you to feel this in the backs of your legs. Okay, so for those of us doing kickstand, we're doing 8 per leg. And that back toe is just a balance point. That's it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Just really think about reaching your butt backwards as your shoulders come forward. 6, 7, 8. Notice the arms stay very relaxed. They're just straight down. They're just holding on to the kettlebell. 1. All the work now is being done by my left leg. 2. The knee can soften just slightly on the way down. 3. But you should see my spine right here, nice and straight still. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you have any discomfort with that, modifications can include to lighten the weight, to do it with both feet, to go halfway, change the distance, but modify either how much weight you move or how far you move and see if you can do it without pain, and then that's where you start. All right, so we did squats, we did deadlifts, now we're doing toe walking. So loaded toe walking. This is really important for our balance, to be able to rise up on our toes and tiptoe several feet. You can go as far as you want. I have a short distance to stay on camera here. So up on our toes, and we add load. So this creates a little bit of a balance challenge, but also makes it so our calves have to work a little bit harder. So I'm going to do one more lap here. Notice I'm not taking a big step. not going very fast. This is not about racing. This also helps to build strong, resilient Achilles tendons and plantar fascia. If you want to help make your plantar fascia strong, that's a great exercise to do. If adding weight feels like too much, do it with just body weight. Always a way to modify to try to be more successful, or doing it with support. But adding weight that seems like a moderate challenge is a good place to go. All right, next up, we grab our booty bands. This is going to go above our knees. Always the biggest challenge is getting in and out of it. We come into our athletic stance. Heart up, butt down, knees bent. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2. Great. Keeping the head straight ahead, keeping the feet straight ahead. Here we go. Good job, you guys. Working these hip muscles that are attached to our femoral neck, our greater trochanter that surround our hip joint and our femur, helping to create tension on those bones around our hip. Also building stability for us, moving in side to side directions. Now remember, just because I keep going, if you need to stop at any time, you do that. You listen to your body and what it needs. One more time across. Great. Shimmy on out. Please, always listen to what your body needs as you're working out. Stop and take a break. Hit the pause button. Finish before I do. Whatever you need to do so that you can do this another day. All right, last up, step ups. And I like to use a weight with my step ups. One, the step up itself is adding increased ground reaction forces. So that's increased impact to our bones. Adding weight also increases ground reaction forces, and it increases our balance. And if you ever carry a bag of groceries or anything in one hand, a bag of something you bought, and you're carrying it up the steps to your house, this is a training you need to do that with ease. Here we go. So I have it in my left hand, my right foot on the step. Step up, bring the knee up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If balancing was hard and you just want to bring both feet up, that is also acceptable. If you want to make it more challenging, do the knee drive like I did. Right hand, left leg. 2, 3, 4. How does your balance change depending on where you're looking? I love how this works. I love how this brick house bone style exercise accomplishes more than one thing for what we know makes a difference. I felt my balance really challenged with that. Strength a bit, but it's definitely increased force as we're going through that step up. So that was round 1, y'all. Get a drink if you need. 3 more to go. Oh, I also wanted to tell you, if you're doing your squats and you don't feel great about doing air squats, you can give yourself a landing point. You can give yourself the corner of a chair to land on as a safety net as you're working on your squats, just like I did there with that box. All right, we get our weights in position. Big breath in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tight through the abdomen. 8, nice work. I'm going to show the other deadlift version other than the kickstand. If you're doing the kickstand version, go ahead and get started on your 8 per side. I'm showing the tandem feet position. Here we go. Reach those hips back. Keep that big open heart. 1. As I come down here and sink in, I feel the tension in my hamstrings and my glutes. That's where you want to feel it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice I'm just coming to tall. I'm not doing a back bend. 7, 8. We're moving slowly and intentionally, mindfully. Working next on our toe walking. I like to roll those shoulders back, get that heart open. This is great load on our spines also. So as we're toe walking, holding this weight is pulling down through our shoulders, which in turn pulls down on our trunk or on our spine. So it's excellent loading for the femurs and for the spine. So keeping those heels up in the air, working on that calf strength, just doing the tiptoeing. So in this routine, we have quad strength, we have glute and hamstring strength, we have calf strength, and we're working the hip abductors, abductors, the lateral hip movers. So a good, well-rounded routine that is worth repeating. I try to make things very practical for your time, right? It doesn't have to be a long workout to be effective. Grab your band. I was worried I'm gonna fall putting that on. It's a little tricky. It's like that underwear challenge, right? Try to put your underwear on without touching your feet down. Anyway, or your hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know why I love this exercise, because you can really feel it. You do this long enough, you can really feel that burn, that effort in your hips, and it's in an area where you don't often feel that effort, right? It's not usually a muscle that we notice that we're using, like squatting. Squatting, we know when we're squatting. There we go. Good job, everybody. Let's go down and back one more time. Good. Take it back. We got to go all the way back there where I got the band. Good job. Woo! Feeling that. I like it though. Okay. And what I like to do when I'm coming to the second round of this exercise is start with the other leg. So last round I started with the left or the right leg. This round I'm going to start with the left leg. Going for 8. Excellent. Let's switch it out. Slow and steady, working on good control. Last one. Awesome. Grab a drink, grab a towel. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating and I like it. I know that I'm getting the effort my body needs in this workout. 2 down, 2 to go. Stay with me. If it's in your wheelhouse, if it's in your comfort zone, let's move on together. If you need to stop, no shame. That's honoring your body. You do what you need to do. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. I'm going back to the kickstand version of this one. So left leg down, right foot is my kickstand. Big open heart. Reach that hip back. 1, 2. Weight comes right to the top of my foot. 5. Not in front of it. 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Here we go. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Toe walking, loaded toe walking. Let's go up. Here we go. Have you trained this before? I find this is often missing from programs. We like the bigger moves, the squats, the lunges, and the deadlifts, but we miss out on having strength and power up on our toes. This is something I see older people lose. Some of them can't walk on their toes at all, some of my clients. So we always train this. If they're sinking down, get them up higher. Good, 1 more lap for me, down and back. All right. All right, all right. All right, see if I can safely do this again. There it is. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. It always does when you get tired, right? Okay. Starting on one side. Get in that athletic position. Push it out. Good, here we go. Always include some lateral movements in your routine. Lateral movements are protective to our hips, protective of falls to the side. So the number one way that an older person will sustain a fracture of their hip is a fall to the side onto the hip. We often lose this strength, this side-to-side strength, if we don't train it. I always include this in my programs. And it's generally always challenging for people like it is for me right now. Burning really good. Getting to the end right there. Okay. Yeah. Oop. All right, I like this. I like this intensity. I like this amount of tiredness. I'm beginning to notice in my legs. It's just right. This is how we get stronger. So we work into this range of a little bit of fatigue. Okay, I switched the starting leg again this time. It's the right leg like it was on round 1. Remember, it's okay to just bring your foot up to the step. And 8. Okay, so noticing that I'm getting a little fatigued, a little less control, a little more wobbly, I need to pay more attention here. You need to do the same. We want quality movement. Excellent. All right, you guys, we have completed 3 rounds. We have 1 to go. If you're anything like me, we have a nice bit of heart rate going, a nice bit of sweat going, and a nice bit of fatigue working in the legs, meaning we are helping them to get stronger. Fatigue means we are working to a really nice level. There may be some delayed onset muscle soreness after a workout like this. It's completely normal. Anywhere from 24 to 48 hours after an intense workout. Often going for a walk, doing some gentle stretching, getting in the pool is a really nice way to alleviate that soreness. Okay, working on our last round, going into our squats. Let's just really focus on our form and our technique. We don't need to move quickly. We're moving for strength. We're trying to really finish with good quality movements. 8 squats. Here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. I'll do the dumbbells for the deadlift. So I'm just switching versions so you guys get a chance to see both versions. And this time I'm doing it with the dumbbells. It's the same weight. That was 1 30-pound kettlebell. These are 2 15-pound dumbbells. Here we go. Reach those hips back. Big heart. 1. Here's what I don't want to see. Rounded backs. Lift that heart open. Lift that tailbone up. 2. 3, keep the weight close to your body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. I will keep these dumbbells. Come up on the toes. Here we go. So we roll those shoulders back. Be up tall. Crown of the head reaching up, a long neck, not up like this. Your chin stays tucked. It's very top of your head. It's reaching up. So I had an Achilles injury a little over a year ago. It was a long period of time. I couldn't walk 100 meters. But these kinds of things were what I did for rehab. Loading that tendon, loading that leg, helping that muscle and tendon complex to get strong and to be able to tolerate loads like my body weight with walking. That was the most important thing. Rest and me modifying my training and my load to rehab it. More important than shoes, more important than orthotics, more important than ice, was how I helped my tendon to grow strong again. That made all the difference in the world. All right. You know what to do. Now notice, I always step in with my left leg. I wonder what would happen if I stepped in with my right leg first. You notice you have those patterns that you always do one thing with the same leg first or the same hand first. Here we go. Finishing strong here. We've got our side steps. and our step ups. We'll do a little cool down together. And you can count this as one of your repeat lower body workouts that you know is helpful for your bones and for preventing falls. Targeting the right area, we're working the right muscles, we're moving in the right directions, we're adding load and impact and ground reaction forces in the right way. Woo! Feeling that burn. Let's just make it back. Good job. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Awesome sauce. Okay, I have to start with left leg this time. All right, set your intention. Good quality step-ups here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round. Here we go. 2, 3. So step ups, 4. Also really good for the femurs. Good for the glutes. 6, 7, and 8. So if your bone density issues are in your hips, that is an excellent exercise for you. Woo! Great job, everybody. I love it. I got a good sweat, good heart rate, but more than that, I know that I've given my legs something that helps them to become stronger and helps me to become stronger and safer doing the things that I love to do. Let's just cool down for a little bit. We'll do some high knee marches. Nice work. Nice work. All right, I'm going to turn around now. I'm doing a little balance here. Reach. If you need to hang on to something, you may. Let's do a little reach. Reach. So good. I would love to know, if you're still with me right now, I would love to know when you're watching exercise videos like this, if you're a person over 40 or 50 like I am, I'm 57, and you're doing something for your bone health, for osteoporosis, do you like seeing somebody older that looks like you with gray hair like I have? Or do you like to see somebody younger? Yeah, what do you prefer? Or do you even care? I would love to know that in the comments. Okay, wide-legged stance here. Let's just do a little knee bend to the left, little knee bend to the right. Here we go. There we go, good. We'll come down. I'm going to put my hands on the box and tread the backs of the feet. Should still have a nice long spine here. And then from here, you can back and forth. So getting a little bit hamstring stretch. Fully supported on those hands, hinging at the hips, not rounding the back. Coming back up And let's just put fists in the small of our back, feet hip width apart, and just do a nice heart opener here. Little back bend. And release. Little back bend. Chin up. That feels really good to me. I hope it feels good to you too. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love to know what you think of this workout. There's more like this coming, complete exercise routines, and a new and improved brick house bones method that takes beginners through a several-week series of exactly what to do, where to start, and what to avoid. Keep watching. I'll see you next time.